Right, welcome back. Where did we get to last time? I mentioned, I don't know what video we've done, but I mentioned about these cameras on the back. So I had that one, which looks straight back. I've 3D printed, or I am 3D printing, a adapter that goes in there. This is the prototype. Maybe you can see that very well. That's the prototype. The camera basically goes in there, and then it blocks off the LEDs. So I don't want the LEDs on this one. See them? So I could just disconnect them, but for the sake of it, I've just blocked them off. So that sits, I won't put it in because it's quite hard to get back out, but that sits in there, and then that will go and clip into like that hole. There's another one there, and then it will sit flush in that. So that's what that's for. But got a second camera, which is an old one. I had this on the bongo and it never really worked, so it's been dragging along the bottom and it's all covered in mud. But what we're going to do with that one is put it somewhere. That's all you need to know. More than likely it's going to be around here somewhere. Basically it's got to look down at that ball so that when I'm towing, or I'm about to tow, I can see where the hitch is. And yeah, it'd be like somebody being there going back a bit, back a bit, back a bit. But this. So what I've done so far, let me show you. I have run the cable. So do you remember the video where I've done all this? I purposely haven't put all this carpet back yet because I had one more cable to run. So that's all through. I've gone through here. Still got to sort all the the little grommets out and put the conduit back in. But it goes from the front all the way through the back of that, through there, into the door, and now we're here. So the last bit I've got to do is get the camera, this, from that side of the door inside the door. Now they're a bit pain because they've got two jack things, so they're quite hard to get in. You've got to sort of put one through the hole and then pull that through, and then get the other one through the hole and pull the whole thing through, and then you should be left with the door like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to have issues. Let me pick the camera up. I'm going to have issues because it's really got one in there. You can see that there's one in there, but getting a second one is going to be a bit of a pain. Now I need to obviously go through the same grommet. So what I'm thinking is I might just take this thing off. There's a bolt there, and I assume the one there, or is that? I think there's one there as well. I'm not 100%, but we'll have a look. It's probably behind the number plate. So I'm going to take that off, and that should make it a lot easier. Yeah, scrap that. I'm not going to take that off. I started to undo it, and then I realised that there's nuts the other side. So then I went and got another spanner, and then I realised I got another bolt there. 2 screws to get that off, and I was like, I should probably just try and get it through first before I actually take it all off, and it actually just went straight through. So that was lucky. So there they are, the red and the yellow, and there's the little joiner upper thing. So hopefully we've got enough cable here. Should have. Now we've just got to work out where it's going to go. So it's probably going to go up over the top somewhere. I've got to figure that out. And in the meantime, I'm going to wait for my 3D print, which is ticking away lovely. It's 89% done. It's a bit stringy actually. I think I've done the wrong setting there. What's it set on? Oh, 205. Yeah, it's a bit hot. That's the temperature of the nozzle. So this is just PLA, just to make sure that it fits. And then eventually I'll do what do you call it? ABS or PETG. If anyone cares, probably nobody cares about this sort of thing. I do. I find it quite fun. But it just makes things easier. You can just make things that you need. Like that was the first go, just to house the camera, and then went again to like the same sort of thing, but with the cover for the LEDs, so that they're not shining. And I just stopped that halfway because I didn't need a full print. Just wanted to see if it fit, and that fit. And then I took the edge off. I didn't need that. It's like one little thin layer, so it's a bit pointless. So I took that off, and then That was the sort of height of it. So yeah, like I've had like 3 goes. That takes about 40 minutes. No, it's not even that. 20 minutes to print that. It's just like a rough, but it's not very good. But it's just like the quickest you can do it, just to see if it fits. Oh yeah, I had to round the edges off because these were like a right angle edge, and then this is a round edge, and the hole that it goes into is rounded edge, so that matches that. So that, in theory, just fits straight in. This one's like the final sort of adaptation, which should fit, and then I'll make sure it fits and then do it in the correct material, because PLA doesn't really last in, it might be right, but it just doesn't really last outside very well. And this is quite cool as well. See this like mirror effect print bed? That gives you like a nice little one of them, little disco effect. Absolutely pointless, but again, guess where that came from? AliExpress. And that. Anyway, right, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to see where these need to go and then put all this back together. I did realise as well, it looks like the sheet's missing. I'm guessing there was a plastic thing around this, but that's gone because the glue's all there, but the rest is gone. So anyway, I'm going to keep going with that. So that 3D print's done. That's in there. It sticks out a little bit at the minute because I haven't pushed it all the way in, so I might want to pull it back out. But I'm pretty happy with how that fits. Now, I've just got to work out where this one's going to go. So we'll do that next, but what I've done is I've got both of these connected, and I'll show you in here. I've taken all this apart. Now, I had this switch in for a long time. Basically, if you flick that switch, it turns on the camera, which is going to be the one for the trailer hitch. There you go. And then when you turn it off, it goes to the one that I've just put in that points backwards. So what I'm going to do, just pop to Wago in there for a sec, just so I can get a bit of power from a couple of these wires. But this is a permanent 12-volt feed, so the ignition's off at the minute and it's on. So what I'm going to do is just get that as an ignition 12 volt. So we'll find somewhere underneath. I've got one somewhere. We'll just have that so that when you turn the key on, it gets power, and then like that, and then that will come on looking backwards. So it's all back together and it is working correctly. So let me just show you. Ignition on, and that's the rear view. See, the door's open at the moment, so it's pointing at the wall. And then if we need to hook the trailer up, turn that on, it comes on. So obviously it's just dangling down at the minute. And then back to that. Oh, crikey. Turn the ignition off, that goes off. But if you're parked up or whatever, the ignition's off, you can still flick that switch on because it's a permanent feed. But it comes on. So that works lovely. And like I said, I've got that camera there, like I said a minute ago, and the other one dangling down wherever that is. All the wiring is in now, tucked in there. I've made like a bit of a ground here for the cameras. So then for this last camera, the second camera, what I'm thinking is something like that. Obviously not taped, because that would be ridinky-donk. But if it's sat sort of there, 3D print a mount for that to sit in, similar to that, but without the thing covering up the LEDs, and then maybe bring it down a little bit. I'll do that in a sec. But yeah, so that it roughly I mean, it's not directly over the tail bar, so it's slightly off, but if we were to like offset like put a little bit of an angle on the bracket, like that, so it's sort of sat at a funny angle. Obviously all that cable will be hidden, but then it should, let's have a look on the screen. Yeah, then you can see the tow bar, whatever you call it. So I think we'll do something like that. Obviously I've got a designer bracket now to do it, and then it'll make life a bit easier then. But that's the ignition's on at the minute, so that's the rear view. Got the sun on the picture, so it looks a bit rubbish at the minute. It's like a black dot, and then that's the tow bar. Yeah, that'd be good. And ignition off. So this is the piston resistant, the bit for the tow bar one. Obviously I didn't change my settings again, it was too hot, never mind. Again, it's just a draft piece just to see if it fits. So that's like a support there, that tree looking thing. It just holds that bridge up over it. And then they're the same underneath. So basically it's going to sit oh, have I done this? No, oh no, I've done it wrong. Have I? Oh, you tit. Yeah, I've done it the wrong way around. Right, back to the drawing board. Well, I tell you, I haven't done it the wrong way around. I was thinking it was going to be pointing out of that hole, but it's not, it's the bottom hole. So it does fit. So that, excuse me, that goes there. And I've put like some holes in it, see them? Again, this is just like a draft, real rough copy. But that is going to sit there. And then what we could do is maybe put like a little channel in it along the top for the cable to sit in. And then, I don't know, that's pretty much there, isn't it? Obviously the little holes there just to run a couple of fixings in, so you can sort of like move it to roughly where you want it. We could make that a little bit longer as well, bring it out a little bit. But yeah, that basically looks down there then. So let's turn on the camera and have a look. So if we come in here, turn that on. Oh my man, that's not bad, is it? So what I might do, like I say, is just make it a bit wider, the bracket, because I don't want it too wide, because it'll be flopping around. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that actually. Happy days. And there's the other one, sat there. So it's starting to rain a little bit, but here we are anyway. That's the next one. It's a little bit longer, and I put like a little channel in the back. Yeah, because I didn't like the other one, which had the thing. So I've gone back to this one. It's got a little channel there. I just need to click that in, and then obviously fix there. But again, this is just a rough one, just to make sure it all works. But I'm going to test out now, hitching up with that trailer there. So I'm just going to move the truck forward and then just see if it works as I want it to, and that the angles are right and stuff like that. So that's the normal camera. The trailer, I've just pulled it out into the middle of the drive so you can make it a bit easier. But in theory, I should be able to go back on that. I'll put it in reverse, it would help. So straight back. Now the rear camera is offset, so that's why I'm offset. Hopefully I've got it right. But if I flick that on and then just keep going back a little bit. Oh, try and do that again. That is bang on. So now, we're almost there, but like if that was really heavy and I couldn't move it, then it'd be a bit of an issue. But look how much easier that is. It's just there, ready. Obviously this little trailer is just so light, it doesn't really matter, but I haven't actually spoke about this trailer. This is going to be getting adjusted, let's say, because it's a bit, so it's not hooked in at the minute, but if I put it in, well, I'll do it in a sec, but it's a pain to like reverse it for a start because it's so close, like it's not very long, so it just jackknifes all over the place. So it's going to be getting cut there and then welded and made longer, and maybe move these. Might have to go a little bit further back as well, not too far so I don't want to upset the balance, but also it's going to be lifted a little bit so that the actual trailer's higher, because that's quite high, and if you look there it's sort of sat at a funny angle. Obviously that's not hooked in, so it's not as bad as that, but it's still not great. So yeah, I might do a little video on that. We've just got a bit of welding to do basically, just to make that work right. It looks really angled there, but it's not once it's clipped in. It's a lot sort of less, but it's still noticeable. But yeah, so that's the plan for that. But it's just handy, this one, for like doing a tip run or whatever, so that's why I got it. But yeah, so another little toy. Okay, so we're all hooked in. That's all plugged in. I need to do that bolt up actually, a bit loose. But this is the beauty of this, is you've got your lights on, so if you're in the night, that's all lit up. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that is noticeable. See the shadow? So you'll be able to see still what you're doing. Yeah, there we go, ready to rock and roll. Love it. And there she is, all hooked up and working. And if I flick that back, then we can see the trailer, so we know it's still there. Well, hey, finally we're getting somewhere. Result. Right, so back to this. This was like the final draft, rough print, super speedy, just to see what it's like, and it fits well now. So that's sort of pretty much in line with that, and that was in there. So that's that. I like filled in the bottom as well to make it a bit better, and there's like a cable channel there now. And then this is like the final one, basically. This is in PET G, so it will last outside and it won't like just warp in the sunlight. And then I've also put in some of these, I don't know if you can see them very well. They're like, I'll put a video of them going in so you can see what they actually are, but they're like threads that you melt in. So you've got like a machine screw thread inside a plastic part. So that's what that is. And then the theory is, I haven't actually seen if it fits yet. Should do. Oh, it's because I've got the screw wound in. Hang on. Yeah, so that just slides onto there. And then you can put it to whatever height you want. And then with a little mini screwdriver, like this. The old Widowmaker. If you know what these are. Don't use them. Handy little screwdriver though. And then anyway, in theory, should be able to just do that up. That's tight. And then do that one up. I'll get the screwdriver. I'm trying to do it one-handed, but yeah, I'll do that one up, and then I can get to that one pretty easy with one hand. That's pretty good. That's on there. I'll just do that one up as well, but it basically just grips that, so that it's just held on. I'm pretty happy with that. And then this will go, I probably should have put this in before actually. That'll basically go in there, and then that's the cable channel in the back. Hang on, let me put the phone down for a second, I'll do it properly. There you go, so the camera's actually in there now. And that's what I was saying, there's the little cable channel there. So then that should just click. Oh, I was trying to do it one-handed. Yeah, goes in there. Sorry, in there. And then you just sort of push it in. It slides in. And that holds the cable. God, I'm trying to film and do this. Yeah, and then that goes on there. Just slide it on. There we go. She's in. You'll need like a little short thing for that, because the spare wheel. So just use a little one. But that one's pretty easy to get to. But yeah, that's the final thing, and it's in. Like I say, the cable just goes in through the little channel and then through the door. So yeah, I'm well happy with that. From the old one. Took me a good few attempts to actually get it there, but we're there. So at least we can finally pick stuff up now, nice and easy. Dogs are going mental. Yeah, so the old Fourtrak lives on for another day. There we go, tow bar. Cool. Well, if anybody wants one of these, I've got a few, you know, drafts that I had to do, but now I've actually done it, it's just quite easy to print them off. So if anybody wants one, just give me a shout, leave a comment or whatever, and I'll send you one. So yeah, anyway, see you later, bye.